Yo, what's going on, boys and gals? It's your boy Foot Pete with another Ironman Progress episode, and as you can see, I'm currently doing my daily routine part of the agility pyramid, like 1 hour, 200k in the back. And my daily routine is like 1 hour on the agility pyramid for the 200k. Then I do the miscellanea, which means I lose 75k for the daily maintenance, and also I need to grind like 1% of the favor there. Then it's claiming the free essences from the wizard combat tree and free sand from Bert and Yanil, because you know, I'm an Ironman and Ironman love free stuff. And maintaining my miscellanea kingdom is very crucial for me to get enough herbs daily for my herb lore. So yeah, it's my top one on the priority list. And of course doing as many herb runs as I can per day. So like now you can see I'm doing one farm run with the snapegrass, irit and lymphrot roots. And then I'm gonna continue with some quests to unlock more stuff for me. Like for example, finishing the Lunar Diplomacy to unlock the Lunar Spellbook. This spellbook is primarily oriented towards utility spells and combat support spells, reducing or eliminating the need for certain items and equipment to carry out certain tasks. Like for example the super glass make, which means I can train crafting while not leaving my bank. NPC contact, which quote unquote means I can just call at the NPCs if I need something from them. Plank make, which means I can make my own planks from logs, so I don't have to keep running to the sawmill, and it even has a discount. And not to mention all the teleports that the Lunar Spellbook has. Unfortunately, there are some obstacles, like getting the Shiloh Village quest done and getting my 61 crafting and 60 mining. So let's take care of the Shiloh Village quest first. And the hardest part of the Shiloh Village quest is I have to fight Nazastarul not once, not twice, but 3 times during this quest. There should be a way how to safe spot him by using the boulder next to me, but I never managed to do it properly. So that's why I went just with Protect from melee and blast him with my Crumble Undead spell. But after a few more Crumble Undead blasts, Nazar's tool goes down, and with that I can finally hand in the Shiloh Village quest. So with that Shiloh Village quest is done, I got nearly 4k crafting XP, my crafting is 52, so that's all the quests done. So next up is the Motherlode mine under Falador to get my mining to 60. There we go, 60 mining. I'll just finish this batch and then I'm going to Port Khazard because there's a charter ship where I can buy seaweed and buckets of sand. And I'll be glass blowing until I get my crafting to 61. Bought a crap ton of soda ash and seaweed. Now I just need to cook the excess seaweed for even more soda ash. And I should be done with this very soon. Now as you can see here, I have very uneven amount of soda ash and the buckets of sand. I'm missing almost 1700 buckets of sand because you need to have like 1 soda ash, 1 bucket of sand to make the molten glass. So this would be a good time to show you where to get big amounts of buckets of sand in a short span of time. So first I need to get big amount of empty buckets and head to the quarry next to the Desert Treasure 1 pyramid. Deposit all noted buckets to Drew, who is standing next to the sandstone grinder. Mine some sandstone. Deposit the sandstone into the sandstone grinder, and right now it's saying in the chat that the grinder is holding enough sandstone for 56 buckets of sand. So now I just have to repeat this process until it says 1700. Done and done. So let's claim the sand from Drew. He charges 50 coins for each bucket of sand. So now it's time for some glass blowing. Well, as soon as I turn all the buckets of sand and soda ash into molten glass. So there it is, 61 crafting for the Lunar Diplomacy. Now I can also craft the split bark helm. That's nice. And not only the lunar diplomacy, but thanks to the higher crafting, I can also make the U birdhouses, which give more XP to Hunter every hour than the teak ones. So yeah, must not neglect the birdhouse runs. So lunar diplomacy, let's begin. The most important thing about this quest is I have to keep this seal of passage with me at all times, because if I don't and try to interact with some NPCs on the Lunar Isle, I just get teleported back to Relica and there is no bank there, so it would mean I would have to go back all the way back to Cir's village. So long story short about this quest, first I need to rub off the Moon Clan signs on the boat. After that, the captain will sail with me to the Moon Clan Island. And now I need to get the lunar equipment, so let's start with the lunar staff first, which is basically upgrading my Dramen staff. Upgrading the Dramen staff to lunar staff is actually pretty straightforward. You just need to use the Dramen staff on all elemental altars. So here's the air, fire, water, and yes, I had to go through the abyss because for some reason I still don't have my water talisman. And here's the staff imbued by the earth altar. So now I got my lunar staff, but I can't equip it because I can't wear clothes of the Moon Clan yet. But luckily for me, I have my spare Dramen staff in my bank. So now it's time to gather all the remaining items for the rest of the lunar set. So time to mine the stalagmite for some lunar ore, and I'm gathering the extra for the Fremennik exiles in the future. So here is the lunar helm, here's the lunar cape, here's another dead Sukwa for a special tiara, which I'm gonna trade for the lunar amulet, and some Sukwa hide so I can craft the rest of the set. Lunar amulet, there it goes, thank you for your business. So here is the lunar ring, and here is the remaining lunar torso, legs, gloves and boots. And now I have to do a few minigames to finish this quest, like running, gambling, chopping strange trees, and it ends up with killing another version of yourself. Flashbang out, and done and done. Lunar diplomacy finished, 5k XP into magic and 5k XP into runecraft, access to the Lunar Spellbook, and a 50 astral runes as a bonus, 66 magic. There we go. And now if I pray at the astral altar, it will change my spellbook to the lunar one, so it's the same as the desert in the pyramid for the ancient spellbook. So now that I have access to another spellbook with even more teleports, it's time to build a portal room in my house and assign teleports to them. So I'm chopping some oak trees because I'll be doing the mahogany homes minigame, as is the most economical way how to level up construction. So let's grab my first novice contract, and it's building for Tau, southeast of the fountain in Falador. You gain construction XP by building the furniture, and there's also a big chunk of construction XP at the end of every contract, and he gives you even a cup of tea to restore your run energy. And also for every contract that you complete, you get points which are exchanged for some rewards at the Amy's shop. So now we're just running and teleporting back and forth to Amy, completing contracts, building furniture until I get my construction to 50. So there it is, 50 construction. So now let's build myself a portal chamber. So portal chamber, here it is, let's build it. Nice. So that's all 3 teak portal frames built, so now it's time to assign teleports to them. Take note that you need 100 times more runes to assign the teleport to the portal frame, but at the end of the day it will be worth it. So the first one's gonna be Civitas Fortis, and let's check it if it works. Damn right. And yeah, you can build multiple portal chambers in your house, which is something I'll probably do in the future. Now there's one more thing I want to get off my checklist, because you see I got the black mask, which is currently my best installed helmet whenever I'm doing Slayer. But if I'm not on a Slayer task, it's pretty much useless, and there is a very nice helmet for completing the Fremennik Isles, so that's where I'm heading now. So let's start the Thermanic Isles, and long story short about this quest, you got two islands, Yetiso and Natisnot, who are beefing with each other, and both of these are under a threat because the ice trolls are gonna invade them. And feel free to guess who's gonna solve the feud between these two islands. Yeah, casually solving the feud by spying on the king of Natisnot and his war council, repairing bridges to the invading trolls, and introducing weird taxes to Yetiso civilians, like taxes for having windows in your house and tax for having a facial hair. I mean, like, come on, they're Fremenics, of course they're gonna have a facial hair. Just to insult the king of Yetiso to be a complete buffoon, so we could take care of the ice troll problems ourselves violently. So here are some last preparations, like making a Natisnot shield, which apparently is a hard task in the Fremenic area. And this shield is very crucial as it reduces the damage of the ranged troll attacks to 2, which otherwise I guess would be impossible considering my current stats. Alright, last preparation has been done, so let's kill ourselves some trolls. Just waltz in, protect from melee, kill 10 trolls until the path is cleared. In case of emergency, ask for some food, kill the remaining trolls, and pay the Troll King a visit by using Protect from Magic. Man, this section with the trolls was too close for comfort. I mean, like, literally, I ran out of food. Almost. So finally the Fremenic Isle is done, some wood cutting, some crafting XP, some construction XP, and 2 lots of 10k into combat skills. I've put both on defense, cause that's currently my lowest combat skill. Man, just look at this beauty. Yep, that's a certified upgrade from my Runeful Helm. Damn, already rocking 95 melee strength bonus. Alright, auto retaliate on, so let's smash some baby blue dragons for them baby dragon bones to level up my prayer, and I got stuff to edit. So that's everything for today's episode. I hope you liked it. Drop some feedback in the comments below, hit like if you like, consider a sub, and I'll see you next time. Peace.